Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to the Blair Youth Sports Complex. Brian Abrahams with you. We've got a little bit of bonus softball as we're going to pick up the game between the Blair Bears and the Elkhorn Antlers in the third inning. This is a game that was postponed due to a lightning delay earlier on this season. So a bit of a unique situation here. It's already the top of the third. Elkhorn leads it 3-1. Nobody out. This is really the leadoff hitter here of the third inning. We're in the middle part of the Antlers order. It's Maddie Mitchell, their third batter in the order. She takes a first pitch inside for ball one. The pitcher for the Bears is Tatum Macklin. Try to get everything else caught up for you here as we can. There's a swing and a miss there, and the count is 1-1 on Maddie Mitchell. London Larson in left, Laney Brown in Emmy Hall in left, Laney Brown in center, London Larson in right for the Bears. The 1-1 is a changeup, grounded foul down that third base side. Count to Maddie Mitchell is now 1-2. Around the infield for the Bears, Claire Anderson's at third, Caitlin O'Neill at short. Mia McLean is the second baseman, Reagan Blattert at first, and J.C. Sheet behind the plate. As I mentioned a moment ago, Tatum Macklin is on the mound. Called ball two. Missed just a little bit high there with the 1-2 pitch. Now it's 2-2 on Maddie Mitchell. Leadoff batter here in the third. Mitchell swings and gets a piece of that one. Nice diving attempt over there. I think it's just out of the glove. Boy, almost a fantastic play made there by Reagan Blattert, the Bears' first baseman. Almost dove into the Elkhorn dugout. Counts the same. It's 2-2. Macklin with the wind. Change up, hit hard. McLean gets a glove on it. The throw to first is in time. And Mitchell is retired for out number one here in the third. So one away now, and that will bring up Carly Vilwalk, the center fielder and the cleanup hitter for the Elkhorn Antlers. Sun is behind the clouds here for a moment. Been a pretty sunny day here in Blair. First pitch from Macklin is low and inside, ball one. So Mitchell was the batter that led off the inning. She was the batter that was at the plate. This ball is grounded foul. It's 1-1. The batter that was at the plate when we had our lightning delay the last time these two teams were together. So it's now 1-1 on Carly Vilwalk. Remember, Elkhorn leads it 3-1 here in the top of the third. Vilwalk, the center fielder and a cleanup hitter. The wind and the pitch. Change up, chop. That's going to be foul down that third base side. Vilwalk out in front of that one again. Moves the count to 1-2. And Macklin takes a look over at the Bears dugout, looking for some instruction here on the 1-2 pitch. Change up just missed. Evens up the count now again at 2-2. One away here in the top of the third. As Vilwalk awaits the 2-2 pitch. Fastball missed high. It's now 3-2. Full count. Elkhorn enters this afternoon's game with a record of 16-12, while your Bears are 22-6. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, lifted high in the air to center. Lainey Brown drifting to her right. She will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 away now here in the top of the third. That'll bring up number 23. That's Ava Crawlard, the right fielder for Elkhorn. The number 5 spot in the batting order. With 2 outs, she digs in that right-handed batter's box. First pitch is a called strike 1. Nice job there by Macklin. Just took a little something off of that. Got ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the wind and the pitch, the 0-1. That pitch missed a little bit low. It's now 1-1. Macklin gets the sign and the pitch. Called strike 2. Brought it up just a little bit from the previous location. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Trying to get through the top of the third. Macklin with the wind and the pitch. Change up and a nice job there by Crawler to get her bat just on the end of that one. She'll foul it off and the count stays the same. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Macklin and Sheath get the sign from the Bears dugout. And the 1-2 pitch. It's swung on and lifted gently in the air toward the right side. Blatter sticks out her glove and makes the catch for out number 3. So a 3 up, 3 down, top of the third for Elkhorn. We'll be back with the Bears bottom of the third in 30 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson & Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Welcome back here again to BSDN Live from the Blair Youth Sports Complex. I'm joined now by Craig Houghton. Nice to have you with us, Craig.
Nice to be here, Brian, especially on a beautiful night here in Blair, Nebraska.
Absolutely. Bottom of the third, getting ready to begin. Samantha Michaud, the pitcher on the mound for the Bears. Looks like Blair will have the top of their lineup at the plate as well. Lainey Brown, their center fielder, will lead us off. First pitch, Brown rips that one foul. Almost got Coach Fangmeyer down in the third base coach's box. Good reaction there by Jen. She got out of the way. It's a foul ball. Counts 0-1.
And Brian, I know you weren't there, but over the weekend, the Bears played in a tournament down in Lincoln, and I believe in 3 games, Lainey batted 1,000 in those 3 games.
See if she can continue that here. It's lifted toward the right side. It's going to drop down in front of the right fielder. So Brown with a single to lead off the bottom of the third. Just what the Bears needed here, playing from behind. Remember, in a game that's being continued from a a rain out or a lightning out, if you will. But it's 3-1. Blair down by 2, but they've got a runner at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third, and the batter is Mia McLean. McLean, the lefty, squares around, lays a nice bunt down. It's gloved by the third baseman. The play is made at first. Pretty good play there by Maddie Mitchell, but McLean gets the sacrifice bunt. Brown is advanced to second base. It's now 1 out.
So, Brian, just to add a little bit of color, so Laney comes into tonight's game batting .576 on the year. So that's pretty darn impressive.
Not too bad. Better than a 50-50 shot of getting a hit. That's what my math tells me.
That's right.
Batter now is the shortstop, Caitlin O'Neill, the number 3 hitter for the Bears. Off-speed pitch catches the top of the strike zone, and Michaud is ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike.
So O'Neill's no slouch either. She's batting .443 on the season. I think the Bears pounded out 44 hits in 3 games or on Saturday.
We talked about I touched on briefly the record. This one is lifted in the air to center, drifting back and making the catch will be Carly Vilwalk, the center fielder. Brown intelligently waited there at second base to tag. She is able to advance to third, so O'Neill with the sacrifice moves Brown over 1 more base, but now there are 2 outs, and it's up to Reagan Blatter to see if she can bring her home. I was about to say the Bears are 22-6. So you can imagine their offense has been relatively productive. They've won their last 3. This pitch is high and hammered foul down that third baseline. Blatter got all over that one, but way too far out in front. The count's 0-1.
And Blatter comes into the year batting .364. So these first 4 batters all have pretty great or pretty fantastic batting averages.
Yep. That pitch is low. Reagan does a good job laying off. It's 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. By the way, for Elkhorn, they've won their last 3 as well, and they've also won 6 out of their last 7. It's no slouch either. Don't let that 16-12 record fool you. This is a very good ball club. Michaud ahead in the count, 0-1. Blatter, the count was 1-1, and now it's 1-2. Apologize for that. A ball and 2 strikes. Reagan goes up after that high pitch, pulls it foul again. Now she awaits the 1-2 pitch with a runner at third. Bears down by 2. This one is lifted in the air to left, drifting back, and making the catch will be Ella Pearson, the left fielder. So the Bears get a leadoff runner on. They are unable to bring her across home plate, and we will head to the 4th with Elkhorn still leading it 3-1 back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate nobody knows Washington County.
Welcome back here again to BSDN Live as we prepare for the top of the 4th. Elkhorn will have 6, 7, and 8 scheduled in their batting order. And Lena Aiden will be our first batter. She's the designated player for the Antlers.
And so in 45 at bats, she's batting .286 for the Antlers.
Macklin out there ready to go to work. The pitch is lined too short, right at a well-positioned Caitlin O'Neill. Nice rip there by Aiden, but tough break. She hit it right at the shortstop for out number 1.
So I don't know if you saw this, Brian, but Caitlin made some news this last week. She actually announced her college choice. She is going to be playing softball at Wayne State, so she committed.
Excellent. I did not see that. Good for her. Good for her. Our batter is Ella Pearson, left fielder who just made the catch to end the bottom of the third. She swings and misses at the first pitch here. No balls and a strike.
And Pearson comes in batting .301 on the season.
This one, she pops up on the infield. Macklin camps underneath it right on the mound. Tatum makes the catch for out number 2. So now 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Brings up Olivia Beister, the catcher, and the number 8 hitter for Elkhorn. She swings at the first pitch. Ground ball, gloved by O'Neill. The throw across the diamond. Oh, beautiful scoop over there at first base by Reagan Blatter. A pretty good stretch as well, and a 4-pitch inning for the Bears as Beister is retired for out number 3. Boy, that was a quick inning. I'm not sure that you could have microwaved your leftovers in time to be ready to eat. That was less than 5 minutes, I think. Nice job there by the Bears. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs.
Welcome back again to BSDN Live. Bears up in the bottom of the 4th, 5, 6, and 7 in their lineup. It'll be London Larson, their right fielder, starting things off. Bears down 3-1. Start the bottom of the 4th. Michaud back out there on the mound. Larson swings at the first pitch and grounds it foul down that first baseline. 0-1.
And so Larson comes into the game, this game with 73 at bats, batting .343 on the year.
She got good speed as well. Important for the Bears if she can't get herself on the base pass. Change up, she swings and lifts this one in the air to right, and it'll be caught out there by the right fielder. That's Ava Crawlard with the catch, and so far from what we've seen here this evening, Elkhorn very sharp defensively. The Bears have hit balls deep to really all 3 fields out there, and they've been handled without a problem. Gonna have to find some gaps here. Bears with 1 out now. Sorry, Craig. 1 out now here in the bottom of the 4th. It's J.C. Sheath at the plate.
And, you know, they've just gotten under them just enough to pop them up where the defense has had time to go and camp underneath to catch them. So see if we can't hit a few more line drives in this next couple at bats.
That's a good point. There's really not a ton of wind, but whatever wind is blowing out to center field. So they're able to square up a ball or two. The long ball is in play with most of the Bears hitters. She takes that pitch for a called strike. Counts now 1 ball and 1 strike.
But we are lucky, though, how nice it is tonight.
Anytime you get almost to October and you're still sitting in shorts and short sleeves, it's a blessing. This one is lifted in the air to left. Coming in to make the catch that time will be Ella Pearson. So just like we talked about, Craig, just missed it just a little bit. That one was the highest pop fly we've had so far. There's now 2 away. And the batter will be the Blair pitcher, Tatum Macklin.
And so Macklin comes in batting .407 on the year. See if she can't help her own cause right here.
Yeah, get something started from the number 7 spot in the batting order. First pitch from Michaud is outside. Ball 1.
I'd have to imagine, Brian, the farmers are enjoying this nice weather. It relates to harvest and getting that done.
Dry for sure. That pitch is high. It's ball 2. Getting about that time where now they will take 8 to 10 dry days in a row if they can get out. get everything they need to get put in the bins. 2-0 pitch is also lifted in the air. This one to center. Underneath it and making the catch is Carly Vilwalk. 3 batters, 3 flyouts for the Bears. 1 to left, 1 to center, and 1 to right. That's going to wrap up the bottom of the 4th. We will move to the 5th. Elkhorn leading Blair 3-1. We're back in 60 seconds again on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair.
And welcome back here again. Ready for the top of the 5th. Bottom of the order up for Elkhorn. It's Lorena Mischler. And we'll move it back to Brooklyn Rogge at the top of the order. 3-1 your score. Elkhorn with the lead. Mischler, the first baseman for the Antlers.
And here we are, Brian, already in the 5th inning. So Blair has only got 3 more innings to try and tie this game up.
Yeah, first pitch to Mischler in there for a called strike. As we talked about when we started, this game is a continuation of a game that was 3-1 in the top of the 3rd when it got canceled or delayed anyway due to lightning. That pitch is high. Count is now 1 ball, 1 strike on Lorena Mischler. Tatum Macklin still hurling out there for the Bears. Good pitch there by Macklin, another called strike. Now it's 1-2.
So Mischler is a senior coming in batting .345 on the season. And it's hard to believe, Brian, but this is the last week of the regular season with district play starting next week.
Yeah, it goes by so quickly. That pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Mischler goes down on strikes. Out number 1. Bears have 3 home games, by the way, this week, including this one. They'll play at home on Tuesday and home again on Thursday. 1 away here in the top of the 5th. We're back to the top of the order. The batter is the shortstop for Elkhorn, Brooklyn Rogge.
And keep me honest, Brian, but I believe the plan is to broadcast all 3 home games this week on BSDN Live.
You got it. That's the plan for now. This one is hit right on the screws, but right at the shortstop, Caitlin O'Neill. And for the second time this evening, she snares a line drive off the bat of an Elkhorn Antler, and now there are 2 outs. And the batter is the number 2 hitter for Elkhorn and their pitcher, Samantha Michaud.
Hey, Brian, at this pace, I may be home in time for supper.
It's going to be close. Macklin misses outside with the first pitch to Michaud, ball 1. Number 2 spot in the Elkhorn order. The line of the pitch from Macklin. Ball is lifted in the air to center. Lainey Brown coming in, and she will make the catch for out number 3. So Brown retires Michaud, and the side for Elkhorn is retired as well. 3 up and 3 down. It's up to the Bears' bats now to see if they can't do something here. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Blair down 3-1. Once again, we're back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs.
Welcome back again to BSDN Live. Bottom of the fifth, Bears down by 2. They will have 8, 9, and 1 in their order. It's Emmy Hall, the left fielder for Blair, to get us started.
And Hall comes into the season, or into this at bat, batting .323 on the year.
First pitch from Michaud is a called strike 1. One thing Michaud has done a nice job of is mixing up her speeds and getting ahead of the Blair batters so far here, the 7 batters we've seen tonight. That pitch is high. Good eye there by Hall. It's now 1-1.
And Brian, I don't know if it's the new start time or what, but it just doesn't. Seems like both teams are kind of flat, right? I don't hear a lot of cheering. You don't see a lot of pop from either side thus far.
Yeah, that's a fair point. As this one has popped foul up and over our heads. It's now a ball and 2 strikes. It also is just a unique situation when you come in. The first time you walk on the field today, there's already a score of 3-1. It's already the 3rd inning. It just feels different. So you're right. You have to try to approach it mentally the same way as you would every other game. It's not easy to do, though. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's high for ball 2.
Yeah, and I think if you're Blair, you just got to get somebody on base.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Yep, get somebody on base, put the pressure on the Antlers defense. They did that in the 3rd inning, and Elkhorn did a fine job handling it. See if they can do it again here. Hall does have good speed if they could get her on the base path. That pitch is low and in the dirt. That's ball 3 and a full count now on the Bears left fielder, Emmy Hall.
Yeah, just need somebody to break through, and hopefully Hall can do it right here.
Bears have done a good job getting the bat on the ball, but everything has been popped up in the air. Except for one sacrifice bunt. The rest have been all flyouts. That one is hit hard through the left side. Base hit for Emmy Hall right between 3rd and short. It's exactly what the Bears needed, as Hall is now down there at 1st. That brings up the bottom of the order for Blair. It's their 3rd baseman, Claire Anderson.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Fangmeyer does right here, whether she decides to bunt and move the runner or if she has Anderson swing away.
What would you do?
I'd bunt.
With the top of the order on deck and a plus 500 hitter in the on-deck circle, I think I would do the same. Here's the wind by Michaud on the pitch. Anderson tried to bunt it, and she missed. Counts 0-1. The key here as a hitter, if you are giving yourself up and not trying to bunt for a hit, you've got to get the bat on the ball and make sure it's in play. What you don't want is a ball that's popped up in the air where you can't advance the runner at all, caught by the first baseman, caught by the catcher, what have you. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
There we go.
Bunt.
Look at that.
That's going to be a base hit.
Oh, and interference right there.
Yeah, we're going to. Yep.
Wow.
Anderson ran into Mischler, the first baseman. Both girls are just a little bit shaken up. That ball was going to be a single for Anderson because she had bunted it past the pitcher and past the second baseman, who was sliding over to cover first. So Mark Quickel and Coach Fangmeyer will head out to check on Claire Anderson. I think she's going to be okay. Likewise, Coach Shutt out to take a look at his Antler first baseman. I think he wants to discuss with the umpires just to make sure the runner was in the baseline. And if the play stands, Bears are going to have runners at 1st and 2nd with nobody out.
And it sure appeared where the collision happened was right in the baseline. So I don't know that there's anything to argue here except that it was obstruction.
Yeah.
And both runners will be safe at their positions.
Yeah, exactly. So nice job by Anderson. She got the bunt down, and it really was a fantastic bunt. So Claire is safe at 1st. Emmy Hall is safe at 2nd. And the good news is everybody looks like they're okay. Both Blair and Elkhorn players. That's obviously the most important part. But now if you're the Bears, you've got 2 on, nobody out in the top of your order at the plate in Lainey Brown.
Well, and the interesting part is that was such a good bunt because it was well placed. And I think she was going to be safe if there was an obstruction.
Yeah, totally agree. That is first offering to Brown. It's high for a ball. What you never know with wishes and ifs, but it would be really interesting to know if that ball would have stayed in play without the obstruction, if Hall could have got to 3rd, because that ball was going to roll all the way to the outfield grass.
Right.
That's ball 2 to Brown. So, I mean, the second baseman really didn't have a play on it. It was going to be coming from the right fielder there. We'll never know. 2 balls and no strikes to count, though, on Lainey Brown. She's in the driver's seat with runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the 5th. Bears down 3-1 in a really, really big spot.
I was going to say, especially bottom of the 5th, it'd be great to get a couple runs right here.
Yep. Michaud stepped off the mound for just a second to collect herself. Here's the pitch. Change up. Brown lifts it in the air to right. It is caught by the right fielder. Nice sliding catch out there.
Wow.
That is Ava Crawlard with the catch, robbing Lainey Brown of a hit.
Boy, that one almost looked like she didn't have it, but they ruled that she did.
It looked like it stayed in her glove the whole time here to me, so great play there. That's going to bring up Mia McLean. Neither Bear base runner was able to tag in advance. So that's the unfortunate part, so they still have runners at first and second. A long look by Michaud over at the dugout, and now we're going to get a visit to the mound from the Elkhorn coaching staff. Not sure what the discussion here is, perhaps how they want to attack this hitter. We might be getting in a relief pitcher, actually. That is the case, as the ball is handed off to
number 17.
Number 17, that's Lena Aiden, their designated player. So she'll take some warm-up pitches. We'll step away for just a few seconds while she gets loose, and we'll be back with the
Thank you for being a part of
the 5th on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson & Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Well, welcome back here to BSDN Live. The new pitcher is Lena Aiden. She will face Mia McLean, number 2 batter for the Bears. Their second baseman takes the first pitch high, ball 1. Runners at first and second, 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Bears down 3-1. That ball is swung on and fouled off the left side. The count is even now at 1 ball and 1 strike.
And I think if she could get one through the infield, that would probably score at minimum 1, I would think. And a double may score 2 potentially.
Yeah. McLean, good hitter, great bat control, one of those lefties that slides forward in the batter's box. Great hand-eye coordination. That pitch is on the outside corner, called strike 2. Boy, this feels like a really big spot here, Craig, for the Bears to get 2 on with nobody out in this bottom of the 5th. Gotta have to get something across here.
I was gonna say, especially with the top of your lineup here.
Yeah. Here's the pitch to McLean. She hits this one on the ground toward the right side. A big hop and easily played over there by the second baseman. That's Lainey Thompson. McLean is retired 4-3, and so there are now 2 outs. The runners did advance over to second and third, but 2 key outs and a big at bat coming up for Caitlin O'Neill.
Right, because you figure you got 2 more innings, right? The top of the order may not get up again potentially.
That's exactly right. O'Neill flew out to center her last time up. It's a pitch coming in high and sliding in safely from third is Emmy Hall. So Hall with good heads-up base running there. She sees that pitch go over the catcher's head all the way to the backstop and scores a very important run for the Bears. It cuts the lead in half. It's now 3-2.
And, you know, Brian, you just said it. That was a gift right there that the Bears gladly seized upon.
Yep.
because they needed the run, and who knows, maybe we'll see another one of those in this at bat.
Attempted check swing there by O'Neill on the pitch, and umpire said she went around. So the count's now 1 ball and 1 strike. 3-2 your score. Runner at third, 2 outs. Caitlin O'Neill, the batter for the Bears. That pitch is high. And to your point, Craig, count now 2-1. Claire Anderson better be ready down there, because if that ball would have been a little bit higher, that also would have been over the head of Beister, the catcher. Relief pitcher Lena Aiden on the mound. Another pitch that's upstairs. It's ball 3. Pitching very carefully here to the number 3 batter in the Bears order.
Yeah, we'll see it. You know, in a walk here would be okay too.
Would put the go-ahead run on the bases for sure. Here's the pitch. Oh, that swung on and missed. Almost bounced far enough away for Anderson to score. Not quite. Good cut there by O'Neill. Might have been ball 4, but nothing wrong with having a swing at that one. Especially a pitch up like that you can hit hard. Now it's a full count. 2 outs. As I mentioned, O'Neill flew out to center her last time. That pitch is fouled away and out of play. The count will stay full, and we will do it again.
Nice job of battling there to foul that one back, to stay alive in this at-bat.
Critical at-bat, as we mentioned earlier. Both teams basically down to their last 6 outs. Bears have 7, counting this one here in the bottom of the 5th. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. O'Neill goes down swinging for out number 3. So Blair does get 1 run in the inning, but they do strand a runner over there at third. It is 3-2. Elkhorn with a 1-run lead as we head to the top of the 6th. Back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tekamah with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real.
Welcome back here to BSDN Live. Top of the 6th, Elkhorn leading Blair 3-2. Antlers at the plate. Number 3 spot in their batting order, Maddie Mitchell at the plate. She's their third baseman. She was the first batter we saw here when we resumed play this evening, grounded out to second base. First pitch from Macklin is high for ball 1.
And scanning Max Preps, it appears that Mitchell is has the highest batting average on the Elkhorn Antlers team.
That begs the question, how high is it?
Well, let's see.
She's ahead in the count 2-0 now, by the way, as Macklin missed with that one.
418 on the year, so that's pretty good.
Good pitch there from Tatum. She catches the outside corner on a, as Craig just told you, a very dangerous hitter, Maddie Mitchell. Bears did so much work to get that 1 run back. You definitely don't want to see Elkhorn take another one here. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Nice spot there by Macklin. The count's even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here as we begin the top of the 6th. The ball's hit hard right back up the middle. That'll be a base hit by Mitchell. Brown scoops it up, gets it in safely, but Elkhorn has their first base runner of the evening. And that will bring up Carly Vilwalk, their center fielder. She flew out to Laney Brown in center back in the 3rd.
And Brian, just want to take a moment to remind everybody listening, tonight's youth night. And so after tonight's game, they'll invite all the youth out to get autographs from their favorite players.
So if you're in town and watching, you still have time to get here to the Blair Youth Sports Complex and join in. Swung on and missed. Vilwalk quickly down in the count, 0-2, as she took the first pitch as well as a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first is Mitchell. Macklin working on the cleanup hitter now. Here's the pitch. Ooh, changeup. Pretty good spot there by Macklin. Just missed outside. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Those changeups are hard, right? Not only for the batter, but also to judge whether it's a strike or not.
That was a little bit easier to judge. It's a fastball that's high. Count is now 2-2. Macklin gets the sign and readies for the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left, hit hard. It's going to be foul. And she drilled that, was over the bullpen out there in left, but maybe 15 feet too far to the left and just.
It's kind of drifting.
Yep.
Yep.
So now Vilwalk will keep the 2-2 count and the pitch. Changeup hit towards short. O'Neill's got it. She'll get the play at second for 1. On to first. It's not in time, but the Bears do a great job to get the lead runner. Nice job by O'Neill and McLean in the middle of the infield. Vilwalk safe at first, but now there's 1 away.
And boy, that was maybe a step or 2 away from getting a double play, which you don't see that
So
often.
hard to do. That's right. That's right. So with 1 out, that'll bring up Ava Crawlard, the right fielder. Number 5 spot in the order. Takes the first pitch for a called strike 1. Shaking her head just a little bit in disbelief. She flew out to the first baseman her last time up in the 3rd. Runner at first, 1 out here in the 6th.
Brian, that's the same look I give my 9-iron when I shank it.
I hear you. Another ball hit towards short, and a similar result. Force play out at second base. Crawlard beats the throw to first, but again, the Bears get the lead runner. And there's now 2 outs. Sorry, Greg.
Are you a golfer, Brian?
I'm not a very good one.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So you know what shanking's all shanking a drive or a shanking the 9-iron.
Yes, I know exactly what that's like. Sorry about that. Got a bug in my throat here. 2 away. The batter now is Lena Aiden, the new pitcher for Elkhorn. She was the designated player, but came on to the mound in relief of Michaud in the 5th. Runner at first is Crawlard. Macklin with the wind and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed.
There was some
Count
heat
is
on that
1-1.
one.
Yeah,
Some heat on that one.
she's been popping it just a little bit harder here in this 6th inning. Second time through the order today. Macklin with the wind and the pitch. Change up, good spot, swung on and missed. Aiden a little bit out in front of it. Count is now a ball and 2 strikes. Aiden is the number 6 batter in the order for Elkhorn.
Hey, so after that changeup, I'm gonna bet there's a ball coming right here. Oh,
And
look
you would
at that.
be incorrect. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 might have been a ball, but swung on and missed anyway. Another good changeup there by Macklin, so she gets a strikeout of Aiden to retire the Antlers here in the 6th. They do strand 1 runner. Blair down 1, 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, tax and business.
Welcome back again to BSDN Live. Bears have 4, 5, and 6 in their order up here to start the bottom of the 6th inning. They trail Elkhorn 3-2. Reagan Blatter, the first baseman, will begin the bottom of the sixth. She flew out to left field in her first at bat tonight to end the third. She's way out in front of that one, hammered it foul. Counts 0-1.
Boy, and that's what, twice in 2 at bats that she's been in way out in front. So hopefully she can pause just a split second and maybe connect and put one in play.
Yeah, see if Elkhorn catches that too and maybe tries to throw her a changeup or two and really throw her off. Another one, she pulls foul down that line. Count is quickly 0-2.
Well, and Elkhorn's a solid team. I wouldn't at all be surprised if we don't see a changeup right here.
Yep. The sun, by the way, is kind of peeking in and out of those clouds. It's definitely out now. It's really only a problem for maybe the first baseman, second baseman, and right fielder at this point. That pitch is hammered towards short. Glove nicely to throw across the diamond is in time. Beautifully done out there. That's Brooklyn Rogge, the shortstop. And Blattert is retired for out number 1.
Yeah, she hit it really hard there, but it was just only a few steps to Rogge's left, and she was able to corral it.
Yeah, this is just good softball to watch. You see good offense, good defense. It's just fun to watch. London Larson's the batter now for Blair. She's the right fielder. She flew out to right in the 4th inning. Swing and a miss at that pitch there. She's down to the count 0-1. As we mentioned earlier, the Bears down by 1 run, 3-2. Just need to get a runner on the bases. Something to kind of get the offense started. They scored a run in the 5th. Larson got a piece of that one, but fouled it back to the screen. Counts now, no balls and 2 strikes.
I was going to say, now being down 0-2, the pressure starts to ratchet up a little bit, especially knowing that you're down. And it gives the pitcher a lot of leeway in terms of what to throw right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Pitcher definitely in the driver's seat. That's Lena Aiden, the wind and the pitch. She climbs the ladder there wisely to see if she can get Larson to chase. London does not. That pitch is out of the zone, of course. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Larson, the lefty, awaits the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. She couldn't catch up to the fastball.
And
Larson goes down 2-away.
And I don't know about your recollection, but I'd have to bet that 2 of those 3 that were swung on were maybe could have potentially been balls.
They were in the upper part of the zone for sure, at least. Yep. J.C. Sheath, the batter now for the Bears, their catcher, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch is high for ball 1. J.C. flew out to left field. Her last at bat. Number 6 hitter in the order for the Bears.
Let's see if JC can't park one out in left field right here.
Well, she tried, popped it up in the air on the infield, however, and it is going to be caught by the pitcher. That's Lena Aiden for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning there for the Bears offense. We will head to the top of the 7th. Elkhorn in front by 1. 3-2. We're back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Welcome back here again to BSDN Live. Top of the 7th. Elkhorn will have 7, 8, and 9 in their order to try and add to their one-run lead. Ella Pearson will lead us off. Macklin back out there on the mound to go to work for the Bears. Pearson squares to bunt at the first offering, but bunts it foul. Counts 0-1.
Hey, Brian, you know what time it is?
6:16.
6:16 local time, but it's for the Blair Bears.
Oh.
It's time to put the hammer down.
Oh, that's right.
In the 7th inning.
Yep.
Let's go 1, 2, 3 here, and then score 2 and get out of here.
Sounds like a plan. That pitch
Ooh.
is fouled off the mask of our home plate umpire. Luckily, it hit his mask and not the top of his head. I believe he's all right.
Ouch, that hurts.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You got those masks on there. It doesn't matter how much padding is on there. It still smarts. Counts 0-2. Pearson awaits the pitch. Oh, changeup in the dirt. She swings and misses. Sheath will have to throw it down to first. Boy, almost didn't get it there in time. Kind of double clutched it as she had to step around the batter, but still got it there. Nice job again at first base by Reagan Blatter to make sure she secured the catch. It's one away.
And, you know, it's interesting. When you've got a right-handed catcher, she kind of had to take a couple steps out to make that throw, and JC did a nice job there.
And the batter now is Olivia Beister, the catcher for Elkhorn. The pitch is low for ball 1. Yeah, JC did a good job. I think she had to step around the bat that was, laying around the batter's box home plate as well, but got the out. That pitch is in there for a called strike. Evens up the count now at 1-1. Beister grounded out to short in her last at bat, back in the 4th. And she swings and misses. Great pitch there by Macklin. Count is now a ball and 2 strikes.
And Brian, if this is the last week of the regular season, that means that the postseason bracket should be coming out, I would think, towards weekend.
Yeah, for sure. All these games this week for the Bears are going to be really important games, obviously, as they head into the postseason.
And I'm just kind of glad they got this game in. It was a couple weeks ago that it got rained out.
Yep. Macklin missed outside with that one. Counts now 2-2. Yeah, it's nice to be able to squeeze in a game, especially against one of your conference opponents. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's high for ball 3. Nice at bat here by Beister, who fell behind quickly and now has battled her way back to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That ball's fouled back. The count stays the same. The number 8 spot in the Elkhorn Antler batting order, Olivia Beister, putting up a really good battle here. Macklin so far has been equal to the task. Here's the 3-2 pitch again. That's high for ball 4, and Beister works a walk. Quality at bat there, now with 1 out. And a runner at first. That'll bring up the first baseman, the number 9 spot in the order, Lorena Mischler. She struck out in her last at bat.
And, nice piece of being a complimentary teammate right there. Claire Anderson walked over and gave Macklin a high five, calm her down a little bit, and say, hey, you got a job to do. Let's go do it.
Do have a courtesy runner out there for the catcher. I'm trying to get the number. I think it's 14. If it is, that's Kinsley Coleman, but we're not going to take that to the bank just yet until we really get a chance to look at her. Might be 4, actually. Just 4. That's Sophia Nurse. Courtesy runner for the catcher, Olivia Beister. So she's over there at first. Mischler, the batter, with 1 away here in the 7th. Well, Mischler squares the bat to bunt. The pitch is high. She pulls it back in time. Counts a ball and no strikes. Critical outs here, Craig. We saw the Bears sort of work their way through the 6th by getting that lead runner at second base 2 times in a row. Important spot here to do the same thing. This one is lifted in the air to left. Drifting over there and making the catch will be Emmy Hall. And Hall gets it in quickly as Nurse is not able to tag. And there's now 2 outs. But importantly for Elkhorn, they move back to the top of the order.
Yeah, critical out right here.
This is a different batter than I had in the order. I may have messed something up here because this is number 3, I think, right?
Number 5.
5, excuse me. That's Olivia Rivera. So she is batting in place of Brooklyn Rogge. She hits it hard to the right side. London Larson scoops it up. She'll get it in quickly. Good strong throw there by Larson, but Olivia Rivera with the single. And the batter now is Samantha Michaud. Runners at first and second. Bears have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. They trail it 3-2 and really want to keep that score the same. And Michaud is going to try and make sure that they don't. First pitch is high for ball 1.
I was going to say, this is not how you dreamed this inning would go for the Blair Bears here.
Still able, to get out of here scoreless. This one is hit toward the left side. Throw across is in time. Nice play made there by the Bears shortstop, Caitlin O'Neill. A couple of harmless base runners are now retired, and we will head to the bottom of the 7th. Bears need 1 to tie, 2 to win. Elkhorn leads it. We're back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson & Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Welcome back to BSDN Live from the Blair Youth Sports Complex, bottom of the 7th. 3-2 your score. The Bears down to their last 3 outs. Elkhorn with a 1-run lead. Blair will have the bottom of their order, 7, 8, and 9 at the plate. It'll be their pitcher, Tatum Macklin, leading things off. She flew out to center field back in the 4th. She swings and misses at the first pitch. Count is 0-1. The pitcher, by the way, is still Lena Aiden. The relief pitcher came on to relieve Michaud back in the 5th. She's done a pretty good job.
I was going to say, she's done a nice job getting swings at those high pitches.
That one's a little bit too high. Count on Macklin now moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. Really the one run she gave up was because of a pitch that also went too high and went all the way to the backstop and allowed Hall to score from third. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Another pitch that is up and out of the zone. Counts 2-1. Now if you're a Blair batter, Craig, you really need to make sure you're being selective up there and force Aiden to fire a pitch in the strike zone. They just need base runners now. They're down 3-2.
Right. A walk is just as good as a hit in this situation, for sure.
That one's just a little bit low. And a nice eye there by Macklin. She is in the driver's seat now. 3 balls and 1 strike. She swings at that pitch and lifts it in the air toward the right side. Boy, almost a collision. Nice play, though, made by Mischler, the first baseman, and Macklin goes down for out number 1.
That was a bummer, man. That hit, if that got hit another 15, 20 feet, it's going to maybe be a single. But as it was hit right to the first baseman.
And with 1 out, that brings up Emmy Hall, the Bears left fielder. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Emmy singled in her last at bat back in the 5th, and then came around to score. Scored on a pass ball to make it 3-2. She fouls that one off, and the count is quickly 0-2.
Well, things just haven't seemed to go the Bears' way tonight, has it? At least in the first couple innings.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to square the ball up as much as we are used to them doing. We've talked about all of their pop flies, flyouts that many times are line drives. That 0-2 pitch misses low and outside. Really good spot there for Aiden. See if he can't get the hitter to chase. It's now 1-2. Line drives are home runs, to be honest with you, but tonight that's not been the case. And you got to give credit to the Elkhorn pitchers for hitting their spots and keeping the Bears' bats off balance. Here's the 1-2 pitch.
Oh, boy, that one looked awful close.
Must have been inside. You saw the catcher reach to her left there, so that likely is the case. The count is still only 2-2, so Hall trying to battle back from an 0-2 count. She swings and pops this one up on the infield again. And the catch is made by the second baseman. That's the sub, by the way, the second baseman who came in earlier. That's Olivia Rivera, and there's now 2 outs.
Brian, we're going to have a sub in the lineup here for the Bears. Looks like Taylor Munger is going to be up to bat.
Okay.
In place of Claire Anderson.
Suppose at this time we've talked before about the Munger's ability to be a contact hitter, but also hit with power, and down by 1 run. You know a home run ties it, right? So I'm not saying Taylor's up there to try to hit a home run, but give the pitcher a little somebody different to look at and see what you can do as Munger steps into the batter's box with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th.
She had been hurt, so this is her first live action.
First pitch, called strike 1.
Yeah, we'll just see if she can't get some contact right here.
Anything to get them back to the top of the order. Aiden's really done a nice job, though, living in the strike zone. Hasn't walked anybody. Neither pitcher did. Here's the pitch. Munger to the right side. That's a foul ball, as she was just a little bit late on that one. Counts now 0-2.
Well, is it time for the rally caps, Brian?
Maybe a little late.
I was going to say it may be too late. But I have faith. I think Munger can come through right here.
Never too late. 0-2, 2 outs. Munger awaits the pitch. Hits it toward the right side. Gloved. Throw to first in time. And Elkhorn closes out the Bears with a ground out to first in a shortened game that we picked up in the 3rd inning. Elkhorn gets a 3-1 victory. So Blair suffers their 7th loss of the season. Antlers pick up win number 17. We'll be right back with you tomorrow night here as the Bears will be back at home in a full-length game, we hope. We'll see the Bears get back on the right side of the win column. Thanks to Craig for joining us here.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN live coverage of the Blair Bears.
Of course, thanks to our sponsors as well for everything, for allowing us to do all these games. And thanks to all you for listening. It's going to do it for us here tonight. It's Brian Abraham saying so long. You've been listening to Blair Bears Softball on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson & Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants. Turnkey Nerds. SEI Security Equipment.